I'm David Essex, Industry Editor at Search SAP. Today I'm discussing S/4HANA migration with Jesse Rothermel, SAP Transformation Lead and Partner in the Technology Consulting Practice at EY. For more information on S/4HANA implementation, click the link above or in the description below. How do you folks at EY try to characterize or explain the different flavors of S/4HANA Cloud, leaving aside on-premises S/4HANA, which is a big thing too? How do you, what are the key terms that you use to help them sort of understand the difference? Because I do think there is some confusion.
Look, I think with almost every client we've had, we will either have a conversation or a joint conversation with SAP to try to clarify some of the principles. And I think it's not so much around SAP's marketing strategy where the confusion comes. It's because of a lot of the experience and expectations of legacy SAP customers and not understanding what it means. Because they had, for a long time, everyone said, in the SAP space, the move was cloud. Cloud meant, hey, put your infrastructure on hyperscalers, right? That was the move, right? It was still an on-premise solution in terms of it was yours and yours only, and you still hosted it, but it was server-wise out there and on the cloud, right? The processing power. And I think that became the mantra in a lot of people's heads. And then people started, our customers started seeing real cloud solutions out there, like the Workdays and the ServiceNows and that kind of a mindset, and said, is that what SAP means by cloud? Is that the same thing, or is it not the same thing? And SAP does have truly comparable full public cloud solutions like we talked about, but for the most part, the clients that we're talking to are looking for that middle ground. So they say, well, what does private cloud really mean? The way I explain it in the simplest terms is you still own your instance, meaning it's yours. It's only got your data in it. It is a single database with your data as a client.
Right.
There's no tables that are shared with you and somebody else. But that instance is totally built and maintained by somebody else. That's the private cloud perspective of it. So, they're the ones who deal with the hyperscaler, SAP, right? They own that relationship. They build your actual system for you, and you're just using it. You're using it to store your data and run your transactions. I think that's the simplest way to put it. And they say, well, what's the downside? Why would I ever want to go that route as opposed to the traditional on-prem or pick my own hyperscaler option? And it's really the maintenance of the solution and the introduction of new capabilities, right, which they weren't able to do before. By keeping to some kind of a standard and hosting that all centrally, they've got the ability to, actually provide new capabilities much faster than they ever did before to the software package.
How do you walk them through that in terms of figuring out that maybe they need to go for the on-premises version? They can't go for any kind of cloud version, or especially the multi-tenant SaaS version.
Yeah, there's not an easy way to answer it, David. And the reason why I say that is because the answer is a little bit different based on different modules of SAP and functionality, right? I think that if you're a purely or primarily finance-focused customer, there isn't a lot of difference anymore, right? I think when you get down to manufacturing and integration with shop floor solutions, that's where I think there's still some maturity to be had in the on-prem versus the cloud version, which is, why you see some of the multi-tier decentralized solutions that exist today around EWM and some of the other, like closer to the warehouse or shop floor level solutions, staying on some level of their old on-prem and then having a cloud version in the middle. Outside of that, I think that we typically will try to scope the client pretty quickly and understand which modules they may use, and then do a level of on-prem versus, RISE or private cloud comparison, just because it gets so specific for what functions they're using.